All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to rot the Zod. This will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And it's going to be real quick, real quick. I just saw this in my news feed. Popped up in my news feed, and I was like, you know what? It's a plethora of things I could be talking about, but this ties into what the real theme of this lesson is, because ultimately we use these we're the Lord's watchmen, the Lord's weathermen, and we clearly can see what times we're in. We're at the times of the end. We're at the time of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai visiting this place. We're at the time of the downfall of our enemy, Esau, Edom. We're at the door of Jacob's trouble. Our temptation is drawing nigh. Our redemption is nigh. And we can clearly see that. It's obvious to us. That's why we give diligence. That's why we go so hard. We're blowing that trumpet. And what we do is we basically we use these the prophecies are screaming. So we use these news articles, these of that's the Lord screaming at you, man. We can clearly see what it is, but a lot of our people need a sign. They need a sign because they don't get it. They don't get it. It's evident to us. It's obvious to us. This is the way we know what's up. But our people, they need a sign, man. And hey, what's today's date? Today's date is February 22nd, 2022, the year of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai turning up. And it's obvious to us. It's obvious. Okay? Everything is turning up. That's really the theme of this lesson. Everything is turning up, man. Everything is turning up. So you should be turning up. Okay? You should be on fire for this truth, man. What the hell is wrong with you? I do my videos chiefly for the elect men, and a few believers, a few women, but chiefly you men, get active, man. It's plenty of work to be done. There's plenty of things you could be reporting on. I could have reported on what's going on in Ukraine. Can't you see? So the inflation. It's a plethora of things going on, man. Get active. Get active. Get active, man. Warn the people. They need us. They need to see, and and that's what this article is. Further evidence. That's all. We're just the weathermen. We're just showing you the facts, man. There's no denying that things aren't normal. Okay, things are not going back to normal. Things are only gonna intensify, because ultimately, like Elder Apostle Tahar coined the year 2022, it's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai turning up. So a lot of things are turning up, man. So this is off of RT. It reads, U.S. rents soar amid runaway inflation. U.S. rents soar amid runaway inflation studies. Okay, rents average a 20% increase across the largest U.S. cities since the last year. New research shows. Again, rents average a 20% increase across the largest U.S. cities since last year. Okay, new research shows, because hyperinflation, things, the price of goods are going up, the price of gas, we're in these times, man, when the highest will begin to visit the world that he made. Matter of fact, I'm gonna close out with the article. Let me hit some scriptures, man. Because I was watching Elder Apostle Gabar. He did a video, multiple videos, man, about getting on Elder Zabak. Now is the time to be honoring yourself, and this, that, and the third. Now is the time to give diligence, because when many are called, few are chosen. We want to be chosen, man. We're not yet saved, man. We're not yet saved. There's plenty of work to be done, and you haven't resisted yet under blood, man. And the Lord don't need none of us, man. So dude, you got to be useful. You got to be useful, man. What is your purpose? We believe we are the Lord's prophets. The word prophet means to prophesy, means to say something before it happens. We are the Lord's seers, the Lord's watchmen, his mouthpiece. We can clearly see, hey, he's about to judge this place. He's judging this place as we speak. But you're still mercy. You can still repent. You can still get your act together. But the doors of mercy are drastically closing. So now is the time to fight, man. Fight, push, warn the people. Put on as the elect, man. You know, don't hide that talent. Flip that talent, man. You know. Um, Hey, let me hit the scriptures and I'll close out with the article. Further evidence, like I said, that this place is through. This place is through, and ultimately we know Esau Edom wants to collapse this society, man. This fiat system, this funny money, he wants to collapse it, man, and he's gonna usher in a digital age. We're in a digital age, but he really wants to, bring in the Internet of Things, and connect you to the Internet of Things with the charagma. So all roads are ultimately leading to the charagma, the hour of temptation. Okay, you see that third woe that's a brewing with Russia, Ukraine. That what did the Lord say? Wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. The main prophecy we're looking for is that chip, man, and it's drawing nigh. You know, you know. But things are leading up to it. Things are leading up to that war. Things are leading up to the famine. You can see things are everything is falling in line, man. You know, evil men and seducers are waxing worse and worse. Where everything is falling into line, man. This truth is being magnified. The men of the Lord are on fire. So hey man, we're in these times, beautiful times. Hebrews 6:10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. And that's every time we do these videos, every time we put up a lesson, we go out there on the highways and the byways, that's a labor of love, man. You know, you know, because we know it first and foremost, it's not of us. It's through Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the Rakak Wadash. It's not of us, right? Not of works that any man should boast, right? It's Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the Rakak Wadash making us do these things, bring out these lessons, right? But at the and all our righteousness, as it says, is as filthy rags, right? Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as an unclean thing. We're all pieces of shit, man. We're all vile. We're all in this flesh still, man. We're all subject to vanity, to lust, you know, But the only thing that cleans us is this word, is this truth, is fighting, man. Coming back, bringing your body into subjection. It's a constant war. So this is how we get in the good graces of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by doing this work, man, feeding the Lord's sheep, feeding the flock, warning the people, being obedient, bringing, this is it, man, you know, you know, but like the elders say, on to the next one, on to the next one. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep fighting. You can't have that complacent, lackadaisical mentality. We're man. You got to fight, man. But Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. So no matter how much you do, how much works you do, you still ain't good enough, man. Because we all deserve death. We all deserve death because whether it's the things we've done in this life or the things we've done in the previous lives, man. You know, you know, you know. So hey, you can never do enough works, man. It says, but we are all as unclean as an unclean thing, and that's why we need Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. We need that physician, the intercessor, the go-between, you know, because we're filthy. We can't go to Yahweh. We got to go through the Son. But remember, Yahweh Shai said, you're bought with the price. You're bought with the price. The price is obedience. You got to make your body a living sacrifice. You got to pick up your cross and follow him, man. You got to do what the Lord said. And the most important thing on the face of this earth right now is to warn the people before this destruction, so that you can get the blood off of your hands, so that the elect can be sealed and the end can come. Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. And we all do fade as a leaf, right? Because ultimately, leaves always are going to wither away. right? They're nice and green and lush and healthy, but eventually over time, no matter what, they're gonna wither away and dry up, right? And that's us, okay? No matter how much righteousness we do, you're gonna go off, man. Ultimately, we can't keep the laws perfectly. It's impossible in this flesh. You're made to go off, okay? You see, and the only way you can wash yourself is by taking heed to the word, being obedient, And part of that being obedient is warning the people, okay? Making your body a living sacrifice, man. It says, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. You know, because that's why transgression of the law, iniquity is sin upon sin, and that's why we die, and that's what defiles us is our iniquities. But guess what? We're made to go off. The elect, anyways, we're made to go off because what? We have a contrite spirit. We don't really want to go off. When we go off, we feel bad, we feel remorseful, and we go even harder for the Lord. We pray for forgiveness, and we try not to do them things, and we go harder for the Lord. And doing so, the Lord is pleased. You see, you see, you got to have a broken and contrite spirit, not proud and puffed up. And you can never do enough, man. You can never do enough. But we know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai again is not Hebrews 6:10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, because you got to work, because we're not just spewing madness, okay? You gotta study to show thyself approved. A workman needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You gotta bring out this sound doctrine, no leaven, okay? Because this isn't your word, this isn't your gospel, this isn't your thing. We've entered into other men's labor, and ultimately we entered into Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's labor, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, man, the chief cornerstone. And he gave us this unadulterated, pure truth, and you got to bring it out that way, pure, no leaven. So, but you got to work, man. Work, examine yourself, and it's labor, work, fight, you know. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, because all these acts are being stored up, man, in heaven. You know, they're all the things you're doing are being stored up, man. They're being tallied up, man. You know, you know. You see the 2/3, they're piling up wicked deeds, man, wicked acts. We have wicked deeds and wicked acts, but we want our righteous acts to outshine our wicked deeds, so that way you'll be found blameless, man. You'll be found worthy, you know, you know, you know. So it says, for Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name. See, the name is important, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and that ye have ministered to the saints, because it's all about the elect, all right, the elect of Israel, and do minister, because you got to continue. And do minister. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You got to keep fighting, keep pushing. Especially, like I said, seeing the times that we're in. Okay, we're not sleeping. We're not asleep. Did I pull that one? Yeah, we're not asleep. Okay, we're wide awake, man. Okay, we see what time we can clearly see what is going on. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. You know, you know. We're not drunken on that Babylon juice. We could see the man of sin is exposed. We could see he's scrambling, man, and he have a short time. Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, okay, because it's not playtime, man. It's not recess time. It's war. We at war, spiritual war right now, okay, and a war for your soul, man, okay, you know. It says, and that knowing the time, that it is high time to awake out of sleep. Now ain't the time to be complacent, lackadaisical, putting the Lord off day to day. That ain't the time to be in, because you don't know. The Lord is coming back as a thief in the night. Tomorrow's not promised, man. So now is the time to go hard, man, while you can. You want to occupy till the Lord comes. You want to be that servant, found so doing when he comes, man. On your post, man, on your watch. Okay? And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. The people in the world, they're asleep, man. They're in a deep sleep. Okay? For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Okay? So, hey, you got to put on as the elect. Ephesians, I'm hit this one, and I'm going to close out with the article. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, look that word up, not as fools, but as wise, Matter of fact, let me keep going. Verse 16, redeeming the time, meaning considering the time, because the days are evil, meaning bad times, man. It's bad times on the horizon. Times like never before. Daniel 12:1. You know, the Lord is angry, man. The Lord is extremely angry. He's pissed. You know, so you don't want no parts of that. You know, you want to be found in His good graces, man, in His mercies, man. You know, you want that tawah, okay? You know, it says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools." And remember, we walk in the straight gate. And remember, that's a position of difficulty. It's a tightrope, man. And you know, it's a narrow path. One side is fire, and one side is deep water, man. You know, so you gotta always be you walking on eggshells, man. You know, keep that eye single. Keep your body in subjection. You know, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. You know, and being all puffed up. You know, because knowledge puffeth up. That's as a fool, man. That ain't wise. The meek shall inherit the earth, man. You know, you know. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And how do you find out the Lord's will? Through these scriptures, okay? Through these prophecies, okay? You see? So let me close out with the article again. Off of RT, it reads, U.S. rents soar amid runaway inflation. Studies. It says, rents average a 20% increase across the large U.S. cities since the last year, new research shows. And through social media, I haven't been looking. I noticed certain things. Even last year, I noticed cars was going up. I said that. I reported that before anybody even had said anything. I was one of the first people that had mentioned that. You know, I noticed that the price of cars were going up because I was looking for a car, and old raggedy piece of shit cars, they were going damn near double the price, man. High ass mileage and raggedy car. What the fuck? So I was like, that's when the stimulus shit had hit. You know, I noticed that inflation had started to hit. You know, around that time too, the housing was starting. That right around the stimulus is when it started, man. You know, that's when I started to notice the inflation kicking in. Okay, you know, you know. But anyway, you know, but that's the point. You know, houses. I noticed through social media, a lot. It's so bad now because when I was saying it before, I would like drop little clues and shit and say little things. Nobody was saying nothing, but it's so obvious now that even the average person is picking up on the inflation. That's how bad it is, man. You know, there's even the simple are starting to, you know, consider. You know, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to intensify, much worse. Okay, because ultimately this man is going to crash the society. You know, it says rents in the largest 50 states of the U.S. have risen an average of 20% over the last year, according to a rent study conducted by apartment finding site Zumber. Another recent study by Realtor.com appeared to confirm those numbers. Median rents on apartments with 2 or fewer bedrooms spiked 19.3% from December 2020 to 2021. So that's a lot, man. And everybody was already living paycheck to paycheck, and they thought they were in a good case because they got a little what they call it, a cost of living increase. You know, they so-called raised the minimum wage and shit. Everybody thought they was in a good case, but hey, everything is going up. You know, yeah, you got a little raise or whatever. You know, and a lot of people didn't get raises, but some people did. You know, but guess what? Now your rent's going up, your gas is going up. You know, your light bill is going up, your phone bill is going up. It all adds up, man. You know, everything adds up. You know, everything is coming to a head. A number of American cities even exceeded that rate, with rents in Miami reportedly skyrocketed by 49.8% since last year. So that's almost double, half. Damn. According to Realtors.com figures. Meanwhile, Zumber's analyst shows that Boston nearly overtook historically pricey San Francisco to become the country's second most expensive rental market, with average prices rising 27%, while the Californian city itself barely budged north of 6.3%. The priciest city, however, remains New York, where rents have surged 22.8% year on year. Analysts blame the hike on a number of factors, from adults who moved in with their parents during the pandemic, striking back out on their own, to the cost of an even. Why would that makes no sense? See, that don't make no sense. Analysts blame the hike on a number of if. Why would that make the anyway? Analysts blame the hike on a number of factors, from adults who moved in with their parents during the pandemic, striking back out on their own, to the cost of an ever more bloated housing bubble. That's what it really is, the housing bubble. Okay, and when this whole economy is on a bubble. Okay, you see, the society is on a bubble, and it's about to pop. It says, to the cost of an ever more bloated housing bubble, shutting many young people, because that usury, that interest, that thick clay, okay, that I bought you, that interest, man, this funny money, this fiscal money, it's not much. This society isn't backed by anything, man. You know, they print this money out of thin air. You see, and ultimately they're gonna do away with this fiat system. You see, and usher in this digital system through the charagma. You see? It says, analysts blame the hike on a number of factors, from adults who moved in with their parents during the pandemic striking back out on their own, to the cost of an ever more bloated housing bubble shutting many young people out of being able to buy a home. Labor Department statistics, which include existing rents as well as newly posted listings, show a decidedly smaller increase of 0.5% between December and January. However, that increase represents the largest the department has measured in over 2 decades and is expected to grow. Some economists are concerned because the soaring rents contribute to the U.S. Consumer Price Index, which is used to calculate inflation, a marker which jumped 7.5% since January. Like I said, everything is going up, turning up. You better turn your ass up, okay, or you get left behind, man, okay? You see, Yahushua Yahushua is turning this thing up, man, okay? The wars are brewing, man, we're in beautiful times, okay? Some economists are concerned because we're not concerned. We want it to turn up even more, okay? This place is through. Some economists are concerned because soaring, and that's why the love of many is going to wax cold, okay? And iniquity is going to abound. It's going to get nasty out there, man. It's going to get real nasty. Dog eat dog, man, the purge. Some economists are concerned because soaring rents contribute to the U.S. Consumer Price Index, which is used to calculate inflation, a marker which jumped 7.5% since January 2021, the largest yearly gain in 40 years. You see that? A marker which jumped 7.5% since January 2021, all right, which 2021 was the year of hastening Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you see? And now the Lord, we were hastening the Lord. Look at that. We were hastening the Lord, and now look at that. He's turning shit up, okay? You see, he turning up the inflation, which is going to lead to hyperinflation, okay? Which is going to lead to the demise of this man's kingdom, okay? You know, so life as you know it, baby, okay? You know, it's just life as you know it is through. They're working on a new order, if you may have it, a new world order, a new way of governing. Okay, and we all know what that's about. Okay, you see, it says landlords can feel the man. That's the you get the idea. You get the point. You get the point. They get the point. You get the point. Okay, you see. This inflation is turning up, man. Everything, if you've been paying attention, you've been watching, man, beautiful times, man. Scary times if you're not right. Scary times, man. But guess what? This wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. You know, so that's why it's important to get this oil and get this truth in you, man. And not just be a hearer of the word, but a doer. That way your conscience will be clean. You'll be comfort. You'll be good, man. Your faith will be on swole, man. Okay? You know, because you best believe Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, even though we're going through that straight gate and the Lord is, tearing us down. You know, sometimes, you get weak and you get down and out. Hey, guess what? You keep enduring, you come out on the other side of that even stronger. Because what? That's that furnace of affliction. Okay? You know, getting out them impurities, the dross, as the elders say. Okay? Getting out them impurities that you'll be able to, when the time of Jacob's trouble come, the hour of temptation, we gonna be, man, them gold, that gold, them shining, baby, Lord's will, we keep enduring, you know? So, like I always say, keep pushing, keep your eyes single, keep fighting, man, we're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal.